Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So apparently, the Polish government has time only until 2026 to establish 49 centers for the integration of foreigners. Before I go into the topics that I have for you, that are mainly about the situation in Poland and the approach that the country has taken towards the migrants and how this will look like, it's already looking like, but how this will look like in the very near future, I want to ask those of you who resonate with the content on my channel to subscribe, hit the like button, share the videos and leave the comments down below. To the new viewers, I want to let you know I read all the comments. I don't respond to all, but I read them all. So what do I have for you guys today? Well, oh well, we have kind of breaking news, and then I will explain to you how people are still being manipulated into believing that there is a different situation that is going to take place. But let's start with the latest. This article is from a Polish portal website kresy.pl. As always, the material that I'm reading you, I will attach the links down below in the description box. Integration centers for foreigners to be established in Poland. This is from October 14th, which is today. In Poland, 49 centers for the integration of foreigners will be established, financed by the European Union. The centers are to help foreigners adapt to a new country free of charge through language courses, legal assistance and psychological care. At the request of the Ministry of Family, Labour and Social Policy, 49 centers for integration of foreigners, called CIC, will be established throughout the country. The project is co-financed by the Asylum, Migration and Integration Fund, AMIF, of the European Union, but other sources of funding are also expected, such as the European Social Fund, the Government Labour Fund, or local budgets. Over 432 million Polish zloty is to be allocated for this purpose. 432 million zloty. The points will provide, so those centers will provide services to newly arrived immigrants to help them assimilate. To this end, they are also to be helped by non-governmental organizations involved in the project. CIC will be required to offer the following services. So what will be in those centers? Polish language courses at levels A1, A2. Excuse me. Information and advisory points, so advising points. Psychological care for children. This is interesting one here. Support in legalizing your stay. Legal assistance in the field of employment and employee rights. Adoption and orientation courses. Domestic violence prevention. Preventing trafficking in human beings. Training for educational staff and public administration, CIC website and social media account management. There is more. Let me read you 1 second. Foreigners can use centers until they apply for a long-term EU residence permit, which requires knowledge of the Polish language at least at B1 level. Next, foreigners should be self-sufficient enough to use the services on the same terms as Polish citizens. So, can they vote? Just my question here. The need to build the centers is related to Poland's acceptance of the migration package, according to which everyone arriving in Europe and seeking asylum will be able to receive it, which de facto legalizes illegal immigration. Meanwhile, Donald Tusk has recently argued that the new long-term migration strategy of Polish will not only be a program to fight illegal migration, but also a proposal of a modern migration policy for years, including for the entire EU. For the last 7 years in a row, Poland has issued more residence permits than any other EU member state. At the end of 2023, 1.13, so 1,130,000 foreigners were registered in Poland and the Polish social security system, which we call here ZUS, which accounted for almost 7% of all people in the system. So this last sentence, the last statistic that was here in this article just shows you that in spite of this going around opinion that Poland is not welcoming any migrants here, this gives you the level, the scale of which we indeed have allowed migrants, legally or illegally, that's another story, to enter the country. And it comes that in 2023, so last year, it was almost 7% of people that were registered by the Polish social security system. 7% of this entire system. So guys, now we go to Tusk and then I tell you what I think. Again, I'm not an expert, it's just me watching this shit show. Because indeed, this will be a big shit show. The article is from the 12th of October, so 2 days ago. What was it? Friday? President Donald Tusk announced the government's new migration strategy. Prime Minister Donald Tusk announced a new migration strategy of the government under the slogan, "Regain control, ensure security." So this is the slogan. The focus is to be on caring for Polish security. Okay? So let's read this. During the Civic Coalition Convention, the Prime Minister announced that the Polish government will not respect any EU regulations that would strike at the security of Polish borders. Even if I get hit on the head, I will be absolutely tough and ruthless when it comes to illegal migration. Said the head of the government, "We will not respect or implement any European regulations if we are sure that they undermine our security. I am talking about the Migration Pact." Tusk added, An element of the new migration policy is also to be temporary territorial suspension of the right to asylum. As the head of the government said, as Tusk said, Poland must regain control over who comes to it and why. And quoting him, if I say out loud that one of the elements of the migration strategy will be temporary territorial suspension of the right to asylum, and I will demand recognition of this decision in Europe, it is because we know very well how it is used by Lukashenko, Putin, by smugglers, people smugglers, traffickers. That's what Tusk said. And he added that the state, so Poland, must regain 100% control over who comes to Poland, and that only people who want to work honestly, pay taxes, and integrate with Polish society can come to our country. If someone wants to come to Poland permanently, work, or study longer, they must respect Polish standards, Polish customs, they must want to integrate. The Prime Minister also announced that a plan for accelerated returns of Poles from abroad is being prepared. He declared that in terms of security, Poland will be one of the most attractive places in the world. Donald Tusk announced that he would present the strategy on October 15th, that is tomorrow, everyone. The plans are criticized by some lawyers and social activists. So I'm not going to read you how they criticize because it's all a shit show. What I'm going to tell you is my personal opinion on this. Just give me a second, I'm still recovering. So everyone, what do I think? Well, he is showing his opposition, his disapproval, and not aligning with EU as far as welcoming illegal migrants. However, this is the Polish government that he is the head of that is already signed, I believe they already signed, this official document for this project of 49 centers for the integration of foreigners. So what does this tell you? Well, it tells you that indeed, perhaps they will not allow more illegal immigrants because they will turn those illegal immigrants into legal immigrants. Does it make sense to you, what I'm trying to express here? Because they're gonna put those people in those centers and they will prepare everything, legalize it. Something that at first looks like it's illegal will enter as legal. That's how I see it. I might be completely wrong. Please correct me in the comments down below. This is my personal opinion. I think that Poland is just on the brink of what took place in Italy, France, Germany, Ireland. Ireland is protesting now, not to mention United Kingdom. But it will be a little bit different approach. So they will just direct those people to those centers. And what does it give you? Well, it gives you enormous leverage in any future voting situations, right? Because if they will be legalized, if they will be able to get the citizenship in the future, then you have a massive number, huge percentage of people who don't have any sense of belonging. Maybe some percentage of those will have a belonging to the country, but they are not from here. They will not feel the sense of connection and the sense of caring for the country like the native Polish people, because we still have people in Poland that they do care for the country very much, believe me or not. So this is what's going on, everyone. And who will be paying for this? They say EU. This will mean there will be some good people, but of course a lot of people will not be so good. So we will have some chaos, we will have crime going up, we will have, you know, with employment the same. Probably this will not be that good for the work market, because they will lower the salaries probably, or they will pay, you know, very little, because they will have a lot of workers, so they don't have to offer higher salaries for people. It's just, again, I'm not an expert, I'm just trying to learn from the experiences that I am either living or seeing around me. So don't be fooled, everyone, that Poland is all of a sudden becoming like Hungary and Orban. Trust me, we are not, okay? We are not. This will be just under the illusion that we are not allowing illegal immigrants anymore. And then let's ask ourselves, how come? When you look at those images of those people who are entering all different countries, right? Crossing the borders, somehow, or maybe it's just me, the majority of those people are men that are in pretty young age, that look like they will be great, you know, in the military force as far as being used as a fodder cannon, or those who just look like, you know, full power and very, very healthy and energetic. I don't see many women, I don't see many children, or maybe they were there, but they were just trafficked on the way. God only knows. And another aspect here that I just read to you about this services that will be offered in those 49 centers, and one of those is preventing trafficking in human beings. It just doesn't feel, something feels like maybe this is on the contrary here. I'm just saying, not insinuating anything. But those are the two topics that I have for you. You decide on your own, what do you think about it. And I want to end with the comment of the day from the person who left it on my community page yesterday, because as you can tell, I'm going through some another variation of Schmovit. So I didn't put the video yesterday out, and someone commented, take care, FYI, a new mutated international virus really lowers one's immune system. It takes a while to get rid of it, and it's mostly annoying. Persistent cough that I have that can last for weeks, but without fever or any other symptoms. Anya, try to boost your immune system with the usual zinc, 50 milligrams, vitamin D 20 IU, vitamin C, elderberry, other herbs. And Dr. Fauci's, I'm not going to read this because who knows what YouTube will do. So here is the thing, everyone. I know many of you will probably have this because that's what they do. They spray stuff. They spray stuff. I am one of those very few people that I know who doesn't take any drugs at all. I don't take painkillers. I pretty much just old school grandma ways, and I allow my system to fight it and create immunity to it. You know, that's how I am, unless I will be in the very critical condition. So my system, my body, even though it might take some time, then is stronger. And that's how I fight all those strange things that they create. You know, depends how far they will go. But at this point, I am recovering. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for all your concerns. I wish you a great week. I will see you tomorrow in another video. And once again, if you appreciate the content, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. Share the videos, hit dislike, free of charge. It helps with the algorithm. Leave the comments down below. And if you feel like you would like to support my work, the best way is to become the member of this channel, becoming my supporter on Locals or on Patreon, or by buying my book. The link is down below, that I collaborated on with Scott Ritter about Ukraine, what really is going on and has been going on there. And if you want to donate, you can do it on PayPal too, or buy me a coffee or the fundraiser. Lots of love. And remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. Bye everyone.